Well, we've got an upgrade. Apparently I was complaining too much about trying to use my racing pedals for rudder and having trouble braking with that. So I got in the mail a rudder system from my dad. And yeah, so now we got that, and I can do this. I can do brakes, although brakes are kind of weird there, aren't they? They look a little weird there. But yeah, much smoother and probably going to be a lot easier. Although I feel like I'm kind of at an angle, so hopefully I'm not sitting there doing a bit of rudder the whole time. But we are in San Luis Obispo, and we're going to be heading to Salinas. Let's go ahead and turn those on. I haven't configured those for switches yet. And let's click all this on. Okay. So we got a cloudy day. This is the first cloudy day that we've had in California. And I really don't even know what the weather's like. I haven't looked. Probably should look at the radar and see what it did earlier today. Could be setting myself up for a bad flight. Yeah, nothing's really showing there. Go satellite view. Yeah, just kind of clouds in the valley to our right, and then some clouds coming in over. I don't know. It's gonna be a cloudy day. We'll see how high we got to climb to get out of that. Start our engine up the easy way.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
All right, so we are hauling some computers up north, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. No people this time, and we're gonna try to figure out how to taxi. So we'll try this out, and hopefully I am not completely terrible, but I am running out of space massively. I have to release the parking brake. That'd be a good idea. Let's see how the brakes are. Okay, still pretty heavy on the braking, but I can go slightly lighter. Oh man. My feet are confused on how to turn. I guess we probably need to... Yeah, that braking works much better. We should probably figure out which way we're taking off, huh?
San Luis Airport information.
The winds are calm.
2100 Zulu.
No
Wind
visibility,
calm.
though.
Visibility a quarter mile. Sky condition 2,000 feet scattered. Temperature 9er. Dew point 11. Altimeter tree 020.
Okay.
01. ILS runway 11 in use. Landing and departing runway.
Alright, so we're not going to use the other radio communications because they've just been completely screwed up. Oh boy. Oh, yep. For some reason... Do I have these backwards? For some reason my brain wants to push forward on the left to make it turn. I don't know why. Like, I'm pushing, like I'm trying to use it as a steering wheel in my brain. I don't know, like I wasn't doing that with the other pedals, so I don't know why. I think it's because they're connected. So that's throwing my brain off, but that's going to take a bit of time to get used to. Man, we got no visibility here. Having the brakes, though, at my feet, really nice. That helps out so much. I still have my brakes that I can grab on my throttle, but this will be good. We're not going to be able to see a whole lot, are we? Hopefully it clears out as we go north. This should be about 45-minute hour flight. Do feel like I'm taxiing way better. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just go here. And so we're gonna take off from. So what do we got set up so far? I think I've got everything good to go. We're on the left tank. We got plenty of fuel. Let's go. Alright. Feel like I'm a little more in control on the ground at speed. Pull back here. Just take my feet off the rudders.
Have a nice flight.
And we are very little visibility. As in none at all. Which is kind of scary because I know there are mountains out there. So we're going to be utilizing our instruments massively here. Let's climb to 8,000 or until we get out of this. Vertical speed, go up 1,000. Heading, go ahead and put that on. Heading mode, autopilot on. Let it take over. And we got to start melting the terrain. Oh, my RPM was down, I don't know. That is the first thing I've forgotten. And flaps up. We get those up before we cross the limit, so that's at least good. I see the sun starting to want to break through. Take landing and taxi lights off. Just because normally what I would be doing if we were in VFR is I'd be turning and heading back kind of northwest up this way as we climb out, but since we are in the clouds, I do not want to get myself pointed in the wrong direction at the moment. So climbing out, we can see the sun. We're going to be adding a bit to our flight, but that's okay while we're climbing here. And it does want us to climb between 120 and 150, I believe. Let's go ahead and get our direct in here. KSNS. Alright, we got that activated. Well, not activated, but we got it set. We can probably start making our turn though on it. So we will go nav mode. We have melted off the mountains there. Still quite not above this haze. And I hope we can get it to go away, because we came down here to get away from the clouds. The heavy overcast. Maybe once we get on the other side of these mountains, it could just, well, it is. Is it broken? Like, this is just haze for days. Maybe some opening back there. Got nothing ahead of us, though. It's very interesting. Alright, we're pointed in the right direction. Climbing at 4,000. We'll get up to 6,000. Do that. Yeah, this is weird. Very weird. I don't know if it's correct. It's just like a haze all the way across the entire land. Got a massive tailwind, 18 knots. We're gonna get there quick. But yeah, that kind of ruins our whole sightseeing that we do as we fly. So this one should pay out 5,100, so it's probably going to be about 8,000 once it's all said and done. I do see some openings, so the haze does stop. That's good to know. That's crazy, though. Glad that we are not trying to land in that, because that was going to be very, very, very late visibility. Alright, so we're almost to 6,000. We're actually going to just absolutely fly across California here. Got a 20 knot tailwind once we level out. It's going to be ridiculous. Take a look. Can't see anything, but that is fading away soon. We got the clouds out there in the other valley. That's what I saw on satellite view. And then seen some clouds moving in, but must just be some fog this morning. What time is it? It is 11:20, it says, local time. But we're almost out of this, so good news. We have reached 6,000. Our ground speed currently is 190 knots, which puts us 30 minutes out. And we're starting to see this break up just a little bit here. Looks like these other clouds are around 6,000. Alright, we are out of the haze, and we've got a town off to our right, and I'm not going to be able to say it well. Tascadero? Templeton is next to it. Alright, we are now over Summit Hills. That's what that's called. Not sure what it is, but that's what it's called. Maybe a park. We got 2 lakes that are coming up. One of them is San Antonio Reservoir. The other is a long name that Nacimiento, and that'll be the first one we come across. They're in between 2 military bases. We got Camp Roberts and Fort Hunter Liggett. We're going to kind of split those 2. But other than that, there's just a bunch of wilderness. We do have, let's go ahead and slip over to the other side here. We do have some towns along the valley. This is Templeton and Paso Robles. Got an airport off over there. Current ground speed 200 knots. Looks like that's about what we're going to get out of it. 17 knot tailwind now. Overall, though, glad it cleared up, but there's really just not a lot to see through this flight. But yeah, we're just hauling computer parts, not even that much, 244, but I guess 244 pounds of computer parts, so we just got them thrown in the back. Someone wanted their 5090s quickly. Early order, getting moved up to Salinas or something. This approach, because I did this flight yesterday and screwed it up with the tracking, because I started the engine and then I put the cargo in, and I realized that breaks the cargo missions. So I have done this flight, but I wanted to do it again with it working, and the approach is a very long approach, and you come in pretty steep. It has you, like, normally the waypoints drop you to like 4,000, 2,000. This, the lowest waypoint is 5,000, and it's 15 miles out, and so you're just dropping in nose first for a bit. But it was also lining me up with the wrong runway, because it was giving us a tailwind on landing. So once I figured that out, I said nope and went around and landed the other way, but none of that counted. So let's go ahead and take a look at our airport information. the airport itself, 2 runways. We've got this one at 8:26, and then this one at 13. No. Yeah, 13 and 31. So, let's see if we can get weather. Will it tell us weather? Latest information, and who knows if this is even correct or in the game, because it could be showing live wind and not the wind at the time that I've selected, because you look at that, maybe that's Zulu. No, I don't even think that works out. But wind at 210. So let's see if we can get tuned in here. Probably too far out, 68 miles, but it'll start talking once we get close enough. Here are those 2 lakes that I was talking about. Flying right over them. Yeah, you can see all the clouds over there in the valley, so thankfully we're not going to the valley, but I do see clouds up here. And that's not good, because that's kind of where we're going to, and I hope it's not low clouds. That's going to make things really difficult. I always forget about mixture. Bring that back. Help us on fuel, I believe. $18.3 right now. It may not help us on fuel, but yeah, that we're using quite a bit. I can probably let's bring the RPMs back just to 2200. Throttle back. Gets us down to 16.9. Airspeed still 197. Do I have any traffic out there? Does not look like it. What's the weather radar look like? Does it work? May not be near weather, or it may not work. Alright, back to nav. $18 minutes out now. Yeah, it does look like there's a bit of fog coming back. Yeah, we got some low clouds here right on the coast. That's what this is exactly what it was showing on the radar, was this opening here, but it wasn't showing that fog. So you had clouds all the way along the coast, clouds in the valley. This was open. So let me take a look and see what it was showing around Salinas. Maybe have an idea. Oh no, it's cloudy. Yeah, the clouds are rolling in, but it looks like it's just... There we go. Visibility's 10. Wind is calm. Cool.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 16. Dew point 6. Altimeter tree 01 tree 85. ILS runway tree 1 in use.
Alright, so we'll be bringing it in on 3-1 since the winds are calm. Let's go ahead and get our procedures for that. ILS 3-1. And I already know this. We're going to that one. No. And activate. Yes, we're gonna still use it. Alright, so we're 31 miles out from there. We gotta be at 59, so this is the weird thing. We gotta be at 59, 54, and 5,000. The airport elevation is near sea level. So it is a very interesting little thing. But yeah, this is where we are gonna go, and should get there pretty quick. Only 9 minutes out from that point. So do we have anything? Well, we do have this runway over here that's part of the military base, but is not listed as an airport, at least on the map I have. But this is all military over here. Off to our right, we got this valley that we're kind of going. It's going to expand open as we get to Salinas. And you got some towns through it. So we're going to kind of come up here, then make a little bit of a turn in, I believe. No, actually, it looks like we're just going direct in from here. We're almost perfectly lined up to just fly straight into the runway. Yeah, it looks like the clouds are going to be above us, but it does look like there's a bit of fog right there on the edge of the valley, so don't think we're going to be able to see Laguna Seca. Maybe that'll be a tourist flight. That'd be cool if that popped up. Definitely would do that on a clear day. Ground speed 194, so we've lost a little bit when we pulled the power back, but we're still making good time. So we're all clear of these, even though they look like they're gonna be in our way or near. Yeah, it's just, this looks like it's fog. You know what? We might not be able to get in. If it's too dangerous, we'll pop out of there and land back at one of these airports that we're going past right now. Last thing I want to do is get damage, because that's going to cost a lot of money. And right now, I need to earn some money. I need to actually start looking at rentals. Let's see what rentals are around here. What do we got for rentals? We got a Cessna Sky Courier. We don't want to fly that. We got a PC-24 jet for rent. We don't want to fly that. That thing is broken massively. And there's a Beaver for rent. I hate that thing. I mean, maybe I'll like it better with better controls now, but I don't think so. I like modern planes. I like to look around. Autopilot helps that, so doesn't look like we have anything that I feel is worth upgrading. Alright, so 5 minutes out. And 4 minutes, 40 seconds out from when we need to start dropping. We're going to go ahead and put that at 5,000. You know what? I cannot tell. No, that is fog. There's still... I was like, is that just the ocean? No, it's the haze, it's the fog, but it is right on the edge of the airport, so... Let's tune back in. Yeah, see, they've got 2 airports in here for this. This way. So yeah, elevation 75 feet.
Information Golf 2200 Zulu. Wind 197 at 8. Visibility.
Okay, we got wind now.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point 5. Altimeter tree 016. 01.
Alright, I need to hear that wind again.
Departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Golf. Salinas Airport information Golf
19. Okay.
Wind 197 at 8. Visibility.
So I think that means that we're gonna want to land 13. So we're not even gonna be able to use this approach. Let's see if they got procedures. Okay. That is out over the water. That is way out over the water. I guess we're gonna do this. And that wants us at 7,000. It's going to take us out over the mountains now. Hopefully the wind doesn't change directions again. Let's see if we got any charts on 13 do. Alright, so yeah, this one makes more sense. We are just gonna go out here, then over and down, just to do it right. What does this say? Yeah, 5,000. So we'll be good there. And yeah, maybe we'll get to see Laguna Seca now. So we're heading out that direction. But it makes sense with the tailwind that we're getting. The valley's gotta be getting some wind that way. This definitely, though, puts us into the haze. The airport is somewhere right on the edge of it. I think their visibility is not working correctly. Alright, so now we're 11 minutes out. So this does extend our flight quite a bit, because we're flying past the airport and then back down and around. Now, had it been a clear day, I would have just flown it in myself and we'd just do a nice little quick go around, but because you got that bank of fog right there, I just am not going to be able to do that. The town of Gonzales right there. That is the last town before Salinas. Yeah, I'm not seeing the airport out there, so it is within that bank of fog. So we're going to go out over the bay. I don't even know if they call this a bay. Yep, Monterey Bay. Alright, the racetrack is going to be just off our right wing. So we should be able to see it unless it's in the fog. We're still green on everything we're flying over, and they should be dropping away from us. What an unfortunate line of fog there for me. Make everything a little bit tougher. But hey, now I get to do an approach that I haven't done. See how it works out. Let's slide over here to this window. Look out while we can. That is a bit annoying, though. I was hoping it would be nice and clear here, but at least it was clear in the middle of the flight. So, everything's going to kind of open up here. We're going to start maybe seeing some of the city. Can we see the airport at all? Nada. Can't even see lights of any sort. That's it's unfortunate. Well, we just look for the racetrack. Which we are... I mean, that might be it. There's supposed to be a road just ahead of it. I'm just kind of looking at the direction we're going. It may not be, but it's kind of got that feel. Let's go ahead and one more time check these winds.
Salinas Airport Information Golf
You gotta be
2200
kidding me.
Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility
I don't. I think it's
10.
broken.
Sky condition.
I don't think that's correct, because the winds that we have coming in don't make sense with winds calm here, unless the fog is causing some of that. Alright, where is this racetrack? It's, oops. Reset my view there. It's gonna be somewhere just in this area as we fly. We're still 5 minutes out from our waypoint, so we got time to look. So here is the road that I was talking about, the highway coming in. Hopefully we're not like just flying directly over it, but we kind of are. That's annoying if we're gonna fly right over it and not be able to see it. Try to squeeze my head back. Yeah, we're like right on top of it. Well, the racetrack's right below us. I'm not getting out of the plane. Just gonna, we'll have to go fly over it. Flying over town here. Out over the bay, which is actually clear. It's just this little bit of fog off of their airport for Monterey. I can't believe we flew, like, it didn't look like it was going to be directly under us, but it was. Alright, let's focus on what we got to do here. You know what? I think I can shortcut some of this. No. Yeah, we're just gonna do this the right way. Especially with it being foggy there. I just need to be smart and safe. We get a look at the bay here. So 4 minutes until we need to start descending to 5,000. And then we are 2.5 minutes away from making a right turn. We're going to continue at high speed here, just because I do have the ability to slow this thing down fast. That set at 5,000. 5 miles out. Take another stab at this weather.
Salinas Airport Information Golf 2200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Makes no
Sky
sense.
condition clear.
It's not even picking up on the fog that we're seeing. Alright, we got our turn about to happen. 40 seconds away. Two, one, turn. Alright, so get turned here. We've got our descent in 1.5 minutes to get down to 5,000. Look back and it just looks like a bunch of fog. A little worried about this landing. Why I am doing everything right online with this, just so there's no chance, well, there is still a chance that I can screw it up, but to limit that chance. Got Watsonville, Croondale, Santa Cruz directly in front of us. We do have a little hill in the middle of all this fog as well. And we are descending at 1,000. Let's bring this back. So we'll get to 5,000. Then we got to get to 32 after we make this next turn. Got an airport out in the open there that we can go land at if we need to. Pull this power all the way back. We are at 5,000. I'm going to go ahead and just set this to 32 now. Continue our descent. It's wanting it at 600. Okay, well, this is why I'm not a pilot in real life. These situations does not look fun. So we still got one more waypoint and then we get turned in. Gotta get down to 3,200, then our next one's 1,700. We're gonna hope that whoever wrote this knew about the hills and mountains around here. That's an interesting little creek, just a few feet off of the beach. Alright, we are... what are we at? 2 minutes out. We're at 4,000 feet. I think our descent is going too quick here. Yep. Our speed has dropped, so give it a little power so that we can try to hold a consistent speed here. Okay. 400 feet a minute. 3,700. And we are 1.5 minutes out, 400 feet off of our target, dropping 400 feet a minute, so seems we're good there. I'm going to go ahead and set this to 1,700 now, just so it doesn't stop at 3,200. Seeing anything until we get quite deep into this. But we do have that headwind once we turn, so this was the right call instead of trying to land with the tailwind, which I don't know why it wanted to do that. Making our turn. We're at 3,000. Let's slow this up just a little bit more and then find out what our new number is. Still wants us at 4,000 or 400. Okay, well, oh boy, I have to get ready really quick for disengaging the autopilot. I should set up a button for that. Let's go ahead and descend at 400 feet like it wants to. Pull the power back. We just got to watch 1,700. Not cross that in the next 2.5 minutes. Four miles out. See any ground? All right, we can see a little bit of ground through this, so it's not as bad as it looks. $2,400. Minute 55 out. RPM up all the way. I forgot to switch that halfway through. And we didn't get an unbalanced message. Alright, let's go ahead and put a click of flaps down just so that we can slow all of this down a bit. Minute out, we're gonna hold at 1,700. See the green taking over the map again. Just barely see the ground under us. I'm gonna have autopilot on for quite a ways here. But I'm gonna have to watch all my instruments. Vertical speed is off. We're holding at 700, so let's take altitude off. Okay. Let's get this nose down. We're just trying to climb here. We don't want that. We're stalling out almost. Alright, autopilot off. It's screwing with me too much. I couldn't get altitude off. Okay. Back this down. We're at our waypoint, 1,700. Alright. 1,500. Just gotta watch that closely. I've got the airport on my screen. Need to see it out of my windshield though. Let's slow it all the way down. Full flaps. Hold 80. Just watch our altitude, 1,200. 11. Got the ground out my left side. Just need to see the ground out in front of us, but not too close. 900. 800. 780. Fuck. Give me some visibility. Alright, I've got a tiny bit of visibility. We're at 600. I'm gonna have to pull out of this, I think. 5. 500. Let's hold here. Get some throttle. Just skirting over town. Runway is way off to the right. I got off there. I can kind of see the ground in front of us now. I can kind of see some trees in front of us now. Don't like that. Okay, we might get the runway. We might be able to see the runway here. Should be directly in front of us. There it is. Got it. We're landing. Oh, it cleared up a little bit right here. That was definitely not the way to go about this. We got too low too quick. But held at 500. Oh yeah, it's nice and clear here now. No need to panic. Had we just stayed up a little higher, we would have seen the opening probably. Alright. Let's see how I land. Oh, and winds are calm. What the hell? Just had this patch of perfectly clear, no wind. Alright. Bring it down.
Nice landing, pilot.
Well, no, not quite. Feet still aren't.
Taxi to parking and
Oh my
shut
God.
down your engine.
What? The nose just stayed up there. I think I confused myself with that one, with my higher seat. I gotta get my feet trained for steering. I can't believe how messed up I am on this. Okay, well, we're gonna taxi on this runway. Looks like FBO that way. Okay. Going over there. That was a whole lot of not fun and then very easy at the end. Did not have my landing lights on, as is tradition. Jeez. Alright, well, we survived. Probably did not do that legally, but we're learning. Just had to wait and see that runway. But I got down to, like, I started stalling out there because I dropped my speed so much, and then it was really hard to track that within the clouds. Because you're looking at elevation, or your altitude, you're looking at the course, you're looking at speed, and you just start to lose track of it all. But we're down. We didn't have any passengers on board, so we didn't scare anyone. Well, this is a very annoying ramp to get to. Oh my God, I can't believe my feet just do not understand. It's treating it as a steering wheel rather than point the foot you want where you want to go. Alright, well, since they have every airport filled to the max, I'm going to go over here and turn and park. That's going to be good enough for me. Okay, well, let's kill the engine.
Pilot, stand by. The cargo is being removed.
Used 123 pounds of fuel. Get all this off and then see what ratings we got. Parking rating's pretty bad. Oh, we have a dude with a pallet over here. Wow, I didn't know that there was that in there.
Transporter, the cargo has been delivered. Nice work.
Okay,
Have a nice day.
well, let's see what the damage was.
Start your engine.
$68,000 we got now, because that was a $10,000 flight. Airport fee $300, rental $275. Then we used 123 pounds of fuel. Landing, yeah, negative 121, and that was only on the first one. Second and third one might have been even worse, but yeah, making progress. So a lot of money to work with here, and I don't know. I think we'll continue to fly. There was rental-wise, there's just nothing here that I am interested in. And I mean, you can see these prices. We're not buying anything, so rental is really the only way. If we look at, let's go look at Monterey. They might have KMRY. Why? They may have more. They do. They got a 172. That's a downgrade. And they got a 208, but it's on floats and it's passengers. So yeah, not anything that I'm interested in. So we'll keep flying this until I can find the next step up I want to do. Cirrus Jet would probably be the way to go. Find a rental of that. I know I can look up and see where that is, but we're just going to continue on with this for now. And yeah, I think we are down to 99 pounds of fuel, and maintenance-wise, we're all good. So just keep on logging flights. We are up to 12 hours of fly time now on the missions. I don't think it counts any other stuff that I've done, but you can see our landings. They got better and they've been getting worse, but I'm gonna count that last one as too many things going on in my mind. But yeah, we'll keep at it. Hope you're enjoying this. Thanks for watching.